I usually carry a sketchbook all the time, and I love adorning the covers. And it's always some kind of collage. Being a process painter, I think I like the idea that, there's a lot of mini breakthroughs. And I guess for me, one part of it has been the combination of collaging physically, but also collaging imagery in work, whether it's views or text or just like houses with abstraction, but a lot of different things. I guess the mini breakthrough could also just be seeing a piece differently and leading it somewhere else. I kind of never know usually where something's going. I can have like a very rough idea, but a lot of times even when it's an idea of where I want something to go, it doesn't usually necessarily line up with where it ends up. But that is sometimes good, sometimes bad, but always kind of a nice surprise. And yeah, so I'm always reacting to the movement or the gesture or the mark, and then reacting to that. So one thing leads to the next, and that's kind of the only way I know how to work generally. There's a lot of examples, I guess, of sort of mini breakthrough, but some of the ones I thought of were specifically generally with dream houses or views of town or other places, where like collaging them together in the same space visually. So this piece that you were referencing, this is a portrait of my friend Donna's house that I'm working on. Not quite there, but it's getting there. But another friend, David, gave me his old shirt specifically to work into my pieces, but I loved it so much. It took me a little, I finally cut the sleeves off, and for some reason I didn't want to do the gravel driveway. And so then the plaid was kind of a perfect solution. There's another one that's a view of Gosnold Street, where I'm including the view looking down the side street, but then incorporate another view of town. That partially happened when I don't usually work super large, but a few years ago did a large painting that was kind of started out really abstract and then ended up having pieces of 1930s magazines and like houses from imagination and from town. And that kind of had an effect of making other paintings following in a similar direction. I do a lot of to-do lists, and lately calendars. Call it productive procrastination. It's it's sometimes productive, but sometimes, especially in the off season, spend like hours making a to-do list sometimes. But yeah, it's that's definitely a big part of the art therapy, I guess. So I have a lot of obsessions. A big part of it is like the 70s, but 70s porn, 70s music culture, gay culture. And so I love 70s gay porn, but also like the more culture magazines like After Dark. And anyways, yeah, I have a crate of it there. I try and not let it get too much more than a crate, so I'm kind of always editing it. I love doing what I call hypothetical magazine covers, and sometimes they're inspired by actual magazines or porn, sometimes not. But I love sometimes kind of making up or reorganizing the article titles around whatever the magazine title is or the pinup. Yeah, I don't know why I'm drawn to that time period and that kind of porn specifically, but it's definitely one of my obsessions. Yeah.